communication, time, and affection. I would like to thank you guys for joining Shayana's B podcast. I know it's been a few months. It's been a long time since I was consistent with the shows, and then when I decided to come back, we had the issue with the site that I use to podcast. They had an outage. So today we're doing our show. As you can see, you guys, I have on it's fitted a Classy and Thick boutique shirt. You guys can check us out online at classyandthickboutique.com, Instagram Classy and Thick Boutique, Facebook Classy and Thick. Anyway, this show tonight is one that I thought hard on. Thank you for joining. I thought hard on regarding relationships and relationships issues. I feel that in a relationships, the biggest failure comes from lack of communication. Some of our biggest issues stems from lack of communication. I think with lack of communication, it causes a misunderstanding in your partner's feelings, because at this time now you're just basically going off of what you feel that they feel. So now you're thinking for the other party, and thinking for someone else and trying to think for yourself can sometimes cause a lot of conflictions. And I'm speaking from personal experience. That's to me for anyone, because you can't, you know how you feel, and you know how you would do things, and you know how you would look at and your perspective on certain things, issues, relationships, how it should be. But until you communicate your feelings and what you're feeling and your misunderstanding and where you stand in your position within that bond with someone, you never know how they feel. Maybe they reciprocate your feeling. Maybe it's something different. Maybe you guys have different expectations. But without the communication portion, how do you know? Without the communication, how do you know? Like, seriously, how would you know? And so I'm going to start taking calls on the next show. I'm going to post on Instagram, and I'm going to post on Messy Podcast and on my podcast with Apple and everything, the number to call in. I'm going to start taking calls so that I can also get others' opinions and just hear what others feel in regards to where they stand in relationships when it comes to certain topics. Me, I feel like without the communication, without time shared with each other, and without the affection, you really have a situation where it's not going to last long, or you're going to find yourself in a situation where you guys are going to start bumping heads because someone is going to lose interest. Someone is not going to give their full self, full being in that situation, and it's going to cause that other parties to feel that like there's some kind of neglect. There's a blockage in the bridge between where you guys meet. Relationships can be funny because everyone expects the love out of it, but it plays the biggest part with connection. And the only way that there will ever be any true connection is communication. If you don't communicate, how would you know where you stand? How would you know where you want to go?
Where is it? I hear you.
I'm doing something.